Welcome to the SolidWorks tutorial. Today we're going to go over sketches and the varying things you can do with it to help support the models that you're making. So we're just going to use part. Once you're in the workspace, you can get to a sketch two ways. You can push extrude and then it will automatically link you back to the sketches because you don't have anything to work off of. Or you can just click on sketch. Before we begin, you might want to change your standards to millimeters, inches, depending on what you want. And also, you click on options, sketch, use fully defined sketches. This will allow the computer to say that your sketches aren't fully defined and won't let you leave the sketch. I usually leave it off so I don't get that error, but fully defining your sketches we'll talk about in a minute. And they're also very important to do for many creations. So let's create a sketch. When you first create a sketch, you get lots of options. You can start building on whatever plane's most applicable for the part that you're making. And as you can see up here, we have a whole bunch of different options for your sketch. As you can see, you can just place the line wherever you want. Connecting your objects to the origin is highly recommended. Because then your part will be fully defined. And say you don't want it on the origin, you can put a dimension that defines how close it is to that. And it'll still work the same. As you can see here, when you draw lines, you get these little green tags that mean different things. These two are perpendicular, and that is coincident, which means it's that endpoint is stuck to the origin. You can also move your lines around wherever they're not constrained and then connect them if you do miss a part. So once you've got your shape, you're going to want to dimension it, and smart dimension is probably going to be useful most of the time. Just click on the dimensions. It can go straight across or the exact length, however you want. It's really handy that way. You can also do angular dimensions. Say if you want a specific dimension. Of course that does something weird. But you can also constrain it to be something specific from your constraints, which you'll find over here. We'll probably want to do perpendicular in this point, which you can see now it's going to be a 90-degree angle. And you can also tell this line to be horizontal or vertical based on what you need. And as things become constrained, they go black. And so once all your lines are black, you are now ready to go to the extrude. If you can't figure out why something's still blue, just drag it and see what happens. Let's exit out of the sketch or dimensioning. See, it's moving back and forth, so our angles are still not defined. We can put angles in, or if they need to be horizontal or vertical, we can do that. Now everything's blacked out, and it won't move at all. And you can see which constraints that we have: horizontal, perpendicular, another perpendicular, coincident here. And you can make them whatever you want. Also, a good thing to note is if you're over-defined, you're going to get these yellow and red. Yellow means it's alright, it conflicts, but it's fine. Red means it's not going to work at all. It's unsolvable. So I recommend just clicking on the red ones and deleting them, and often it will delete or get rid of all the other errors, and I just keep deleting things until it works out, or figure out where you went wrong and define it exactly how you want.